Hi, I'm Sean, aka Wizard. Beer has always been a passion for me, from collecting cans as a kid, tasting the great flavors of craft beer as I got old enough, and eventually becoming head brewer. We're very lucky here in the state of Florida to have one of the most vibrant craft beer scenes in the country, and we're going to bring it right to you. So come on the journey with us. Maybe you'll learn some things, and maybe you'll even have a laugh. And of course, it'll be even more fun if we have a few brews with us. The brews, the brewers, and the beer culture. This is Drinking with Wizard. Cheers to you.
Say it's temporary insanity, but it just keeps going on and on, so it's not temporary at this point.
Over to wake up. Welcome back. I told you we'd be out and about. We're at another brewery. Now we're at Cueni in Dunedin. And guess who I have with me? Bren, Cueni, and John, Cueni. And I'm venturing to bet they may own the place. I'll find out in a couple of seconds.
We're the Cuenies.
We're the Cuenies. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
What I always ask is, what the heck got you into Dunedin and doing this venture, this brewing venture?
In 2010, I started home brewing. It's like a lot of people do. I got a little pot, started on the stove top. From there, I guess you could say it escalated pretty
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, pretty rapidly. So over the course of 5 years, brewing became more than just a hobby. It really became a passion.
Yeah.
And an obsession, yes. And we lived in Columbus, Ohio, and we decided that we wanted to move somewhere warm and sunny and close to the water. And so we kind of turned my passion into a business.
This is what I talk about. This is part of the show. It's like, this is how influential beer can be. Where do you work in brew?
Yeah. So we are on a 4-barrel system. We have 4 4-barrel fermenters and 2 8-barrel fermenters. We brew a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Times a week.
Typically we're brewing twice a week. For being such a small brewery, that's a lot.
He's kind of lucky to actually have you here in Dunedin, because there were some other options or some other investigations of properties before Dunedin came to be the place to find a spot. So.
Yeah, Safety Harbor and Palm Harbor were 2 of the things we're looking at. We actually looked at Treasure Island for a minute. We went there and we're like, just not the right fit. We want a community. Right. Community is very important to us.
Even Bahamas, right?
Yeah, but we actually went to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, that's where we originally thought we wanted to open a brewery, but it's a little too far from home.
If you wanted to have Cueni beer, you would have to go to Costa Rica to get it. So
yeah.
This is a much better option for all of us, I think. So the other part of what I try to emphasize is that this is about community, how the community receives you, how you give back to the community. You've felt the love over those couple of years.
Yeah. So I kind of handle most of the philanthropic side. John does all the brewing, and I do the.
He's doing the beer. He's making.
I do the operation.
She does a lot of the other stuff. Right?
So we were really close with a couple of the nonprofits in town. Dunedin Cares, the food bank, is really amazing. We always have a permanent tote here, so people can donate every month. Every month our sticker donation does go to a different charity. Last month we felt strongly about a family who had to flee Ukraine, so we did a fundraiser for them. And all of Dunedin, I mean, this is how Dunedin supports people. So all the merchants of Dunedin, and actually some of our customers as well. We were able to raise nearly $6,800 for this family. It's really awesome for us. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
That's amazing. That is crazy outreach. This is the stuff that breweries can do.
Yeah, and it's what we should do. We're not trying to be boastful. We don't really want to ever come off as being boastful, but we really feel like it's our duty to help others in the world. We've been very blessed. Dunedin has blessed us.
It's giving back.
Yeah, it's you pay it forward. So we have a lot of people who come, want to know about how to start a brewery, and we're more than happy to help them, tell them, what they might need to do, and show them the way.
Everything is open. Most breweries are open to each other. They're willing to share some of their recipes, some of their styles, some of the systems, some of the permitting and other issues that come about when you're on your stove at home and you're thinking, I'm going to open a brewery. You're not thinking about permitting and all the little nuances.
Yes.
Yeah, insurance.
And I feel like craft beer isn't like a lot of other businesses. Like, it really is a community. Like, we really support each other and help each other out. You have to be friends with the people, and so you can call them up and say, hey, do you have 20 pounds of Cascade hops that I could borrow until next week?
It happens. You have everything for the recipe except for one ingredient.
Yes.
It's like the pound of sugar that you go to your neighbor and knock on the door for. So it's not sugar though. It's like a grain or hops, and you can't do that beer without that ingredient.
Yeah.
That'll reciprocate. They'll be knocking on your door someday.
Exactly. And I think that's the good thing about the community of craft beers. We really do all help each other as much as we can.
Now, we're in the beer cave. We've heard of the Bat Cave. This is the beer cave. This is where John makes all the magic happen, or the wizardry. The wizardry happens right here. Something about your beers that I think you need to tell people that I was really pleasantly surprised by, and that is the gluten-reduced factor of your beers. I don't think many people know that about Cueni, that you're trying to achieve that.
Yeah, so Bren has a gluten intolerance, so all the beers on the board, other than the Belgian beers, because Bren does not like Belgian beer, all the beers are gluten reduced.
Because it's all about me.
I like
Yes.
Belgian beers. But so, and then it's classified as gluten reduced, or
It's gluten reduced. If you start with ingredients that contain gluten, even if the beer is below threshold for gluten, you can never say it is gluten free.
your beers are below threshold.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, kudos to you, props. The gluten-free beers to me, like when they make them completely gluten-free, they don't taste so good.
Yeah.
And there's something missing.
Yeah.
These have really great mouthfeel. They have really great body. That's one of my pet peeves of beer, by the way. If you don't have good mouthfeel and body in your beer, like I've tasted some beers that are like peanut butter brittles and all this kind of stuff. It's like water with peanut butter brittle. Like, is that really beer? It's more like a soup, like a wonton soup. So, but your beer does have the body and the mouthfeel that needs to be there. And I was so surprised that you're able to reduce the gluten to be below threshold and still have all that yummy goodness of the beer still there for people to enjoy.
It really, the process of using the Clarity Firm, really, I did side-by-side comparisons on beer when we first started using it, and I couldn't detect any difference at all between gluten-reduced and not gluten-reduced.
Honestly, I cannot tell. The other thing I've noticed about your beers is there's a signature dry finish. So explain that to me a little bit.
I just personally like beers that finish dry.
Well, there you
I just do. So, I usually take our beers pretty darn dry.
It has a sweetness to it, but it does dry.
Yeah.
It's sweet as I'm drinking. This is what I'm drinking, the Belgian Triple. This would be one of my Wizard's picks for this place, because it's got that great Belgian flavors, and it does. It has a really good dry finish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we won a gold medal at Best Florida Beer in 2019 with that.
If you come, you gotta try the Triple.
Yeah.
Well, my two favorites, these are actually gold medal winning beers too.
Hey,
So
I don't want to be the only one that's not double fisted. I can hang with the best us, though. I got 2 beers too. That's not gonna put us to shame here. John and I got 2 beers too.
I'm from Wisconsin. We like to drink. So this beer is the Curious Gourd Pumpkin Ale, and you might wonder why it's on right now. We do halfway to Halloween because we really like this beer and we have a lot of followers. So April 30th or so, we do a halfway to Halloween party, and we release this beer. So it won a gold at the U.S. Beer Cup.
U.S. Beer Open.
Beer Open, yeah.
Hey, it wins a gold. You try to put it out as much as often as you want.
And it's an international competition.
One quarter until Halloween, halfway to Halloween, 3 quarters to Halloween.
No, we'll just do it 2 times a year. So, but it's just like, it's pumpkin pie in a glass. Not heavy,
awesome.
It's very nice, very light. And then this one is one of the ones we just won an award for at the Best Florida Beer Competition. And it actually has its own handle. So you want to check out the handle. It's a yodeling pickle. So this is our, there goes my pickle. And it's a pickle goza, and it's delicious.
Yeah, I was going to have to ask about that. Like, you can't not ask about it. There goes my pickle. This is a double IPA called Nap Time. And the other thing I like about this too is that this is a very strong beer that has a sweetness at the beginning, but it also has that John's signature finishing dryness. So tell me about this one.
We did it for our 4th anniversary with a blend of hops, and thankfully we were still able to get them, so we just did it again.
Yeah.
It just went on last week.
What kind of hops are in it?
It's the 2019 Pink Boots hops blend.
Wow.
I think it's like 7 different hops.
That's right.
And the one thing that's about the Pink Boots is Pink Boots Society, if you've heard of it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so it's for those who haven't heard of it, it's an organization dedicated to women in brewing, women in distillation, women in fermentation. And I'm actually wearing pink today, yay! That was not planned. But yeah, so we always do a Pink Boots beer, and we donate $1 of every pint of that beer to the Pink Boots. This year we were able to donate $560 for that, and then again our sticker donations for the month of March went to women.
That's amazing.
Brewing. Yeah.
That's amazing. So yeah, that's a great selection of beers. I love that we touched on some of the uniqueness of your beers, because I think that's really like a hidden gem, that this gluten factor, and then that all things are a little bit dry, and they're dry for a reason. How do your customers kind of take to your beers? What are some? Well, we're going to find that out in a little bit. We're going to ask your customers what some of their favorite beers are. So let's see if you're right. Look at this flight. I've never seen a flight like this. You have never seen a flight like this either. This is the amazing flight. So there is so much beer. These are all 5-ounce pours. This is crazy. There's no way I'm going to be able to drink these. I don't think we can drink them. Well, we could. It'll take a little longer. But
It's always fun to share.
We should share. So I think we should probably get some opinions from the locals, and we'll probably see what they're drinking too.
Here's Alan. She's one of our regulars.
Hi. Welcome. They made this giant flight,
I know, isn't it awesome?
it is amazing. You can pick a number.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite.
All right, well, there you go. So tell us why you like it.
So it's like drinking a margarita,
Okay.
but it's a beer. And it's nice and crisp
So
and
that's
refreshing.
the lime sour then?
The lime sour. Refreshing.
It's like a fiesta.
It is like a fiesta. Good point. I
Fiesta
like
in a
that.
glass. Olé. Okay, I think that qualifies for a cheers from everybody.
Cheers.
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 Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Okay, so we have another victim, another customer, who obviously has brought his own beer with him, so let's find out about this first. So, Steve, right?
Yep.
Steve, I'm Wizard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what are you drinking?
Summer session.
Summer Session, so that's the session IPA.
So Steve was one of our very first customers. We didn't have beer on, but he came in to buy a t-shirt, and he was supporting us before we even opened. And we love him for that.
And I'm still here.
More swag people. Yeah, and he tried the beer, and he didn't run away. So what do you like about that beer?
I like that I can drink a few of them and I don't have to worry about feeling too tipsy yet.
Right.
The beer's good.
Yeah.
I love the flavors.
Machine,
the
so
Triple
it's-
is like amazing.
Yeah, I drank that
I don't
one.
drink it very often.
It was
because
amazing. I have to tell everybody that was amazing. See, I picked the Wizard's pick. It was right?
It is. It's amazing, but it's usually like the beer before you go home because
Yeah.
pretty much.
That one is a little higher.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
The finishing move is
That's a whole different session.
If you start with that one, you're pretty much starting on the wrong foot. So
You were doing a session IPA, and now you're double fisting. I'm just pointing it out to you.
I have a designated driver too.
Thank you so much, Steve, for partaking.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers.
And cheers to you out there.
Cheers to you.
Thank you.
had a lot of beers already, but now I'm kind of confused. I just don't know where to go from here. So, do you have any suggestions?
How about your luck?
My luck? I have great luck. Let's go. What's this luck thing?
This is what the regulars do. They roll the dice. The dice will tell you what to drink.
So how many sides? 14.
14, yeah.
14 sides. If I roll, I guess that's what I'm drinking. I mean, what 7 is? I got 4.
Ooh, you got the pickle goza.
There goes my pickle. You can never have too much pickle in your life. The electrolytes, exactly. Pickles are good for you.
Can you hear the yodel?
And the pickle sings to you.
There you are.
Okay,
Cheers.
so it's like a pickle bag. I only need my Jamesons and I'm good. It is actually very good. Don't be afraid of the pickle. Cheers to you. Come with the pickle. Thank you so much for inviting us and partaking in this whole journey with you and finding so much out about you. But what we didn't find out so far is, where the heck are you?
So we're at 945 Hundley Avenue. We are right on the Pinellas Trail. We are right by the Artisans parking lot. So if you can't find parking, there's a parking garage at the Artisans. So definitely come and check us out.
They are in downtown
Yeah.
Dunedin.
Yeah. We're officially the Barrel District. That's a new thing.
The trail is right there.
Yeah.
You saw me walk in when I introduced you to the place. That's where I came in, on the trail. That's the main entrance. You'll find it. And when you find it, remember, tell them Wizard sent you. I've already heard so much love from people going to the other breweries and saying, Wizard sent me here. The Wizard talked about this beer. Wizard said I should come here. Show me the love and show the breweries love. This is what it's all about, showing love. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all things Drinking with Wizard. See you next time. Cheers.